All right, we're here with Justin Matthew Sargent backstage in his dressing room at Rock of Ages. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your journey as an actor, when you first decided you wanted to become an actor, what brought you here to New York, and what led you to be backstage here?
Sure, yeah. I started doing community theater after my 8th grade year. It was kind of something to pass the time. I moved to a new town, and during the summer I started doing shows at community theater at the request of a teacher of mine, because I think she could tell I was getting a little, frustrated without having a whole bunch of friends and everything. And so when I was about 15 or 16, I started just really getting, heavily involved with community theater and started doing shows at the high school, and just decided that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I had a blast doing it, and it's all I could think about. So I decided to go to college for musical theater. I went to the University of Central Florida for musical theater, and worked in Orlando after I graduated as an actor and a singer at the theme parks and singing at little Italian restaurants and all that kind of stuff. And then Spider-Man came to town with Telsey Casting, and I went and had an audition with them, and a couple callbacks, came to New York, and made my way through an audition. I was just nervous as hell, but and then as soon as that was over, I made the decision to move up here. My now fiance and I, she was my girlfriend at the time, she's always been so supportive. She packed up everything and moved with me, and we've been here for, it'll be 3 years in September. And so, got to New York, spent 9 months auditioning and working as a cater waiter, and then Rock of Ages landed in my lap. It's just been the most unbelievable journey. It's been amazing.
And now, what are some of the favorite roles that you've gotten to perform?
Oh my God! Well, Drew is just an amazing role. I feel very close to Drew. I feel like we're a lot similar. We're both a little goofy and just kind of head in the clouds a little bit. Just want to have a good time and have fun, and to be able to do that every night, to be able to essentially play myself every night is a lot of fun.
And now, looking back on your career up to now, did you think back when you were in Florida that you would be at a point you are now, doing 8 shows a week, looking out into a Broadway house full of people just hanging on your every word and song?
Yeah, I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? I mean, that's the dream, and that's what I think certainly what every musical theater major in college strives for. And you never really, you always believe that it's going to happen, but realistically, you never really think it's going to, and then and when it does, it's just like, really? Okay, great, it just kind of takes you out of it for a second. But
as for you as a performer, what does it feel like being up on that stage, watching those people just hinging on your every move and your every word? Do you ever get nervous? And if you do, how do you deal with it?
I don't get nervous anymore. It's become one of those things where the great thing about this show is that if something goes wrong, you get to laugh with the audience about it, and you can take a second and just kind of realize that something has happened and move on. But I'll tell you something, doing Don't Stop Believin' is just, I mean, the audience just gets so involved, and they're so, they've been waiting for that song the entire show. When that moment happens and you feel that energy coming from them, it's just unbelievable. It's just, it just gets you.
And now, is there something that you do to prepare each night for the show to get yourself into character? Do you do some, other than like vocal exercises, to take yourself out of whatever stresses you may be having during the day, or, just to turn yourself off of your real life when you get in here?
Honestly, I kind of let the show do that for me, because, there's just those huge chords at the beginning, and it's just this rock anthem at the beginning of the show, and you're going out there, and the whole first number is just a big dance party at the bar, just people having fun and having a good time, and that really does the job for me. It just kind of completely wipes everything else away and, kind of puts you in that world.
And now that you've experienced your first lead role in a Broadway show, what's the next step for you? What do you want to do? Is there another Broadway role that you'd like to tackle? Is there film and television that you'd like to tackle?
Oh yeah, I would love to. I mean, like I said, this is the dream, and so I feel like I've just, now that it's already been achieved, anything else is just kind of going to be icing on the cake. So, I mean, I would love to play Peter Parker. I mean, I feel like I really realistically, I see myself playing roles that are more like myself. You know what I mean? I do believe in stretching yourself as an actor and finding things that you may not be comfortable doing. But as of right now, I really enjoy playing characters that I can see myself in, and Peter Parker's definitely one of those roles I'd like to play. Gosh, I mean, so many roles. I want to be the Phantom one day.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen though. I can't sing that low. You know, there's the big dream roles, the big meaty dream roles are just. I would love to play Judas and Jesus Christ Superstar, Jesus and Jesus Christ Superstar. I gotta learn how to grow some facial hair first before those can happen.
Couple years, right, for that. What do you do to mentally and physically prepare yourself for the stamina that you need to put on these 8 shows a week?
Rock of Ages is. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And how do you keep yourself in that kind of shape, vocally, physically?
Rock of Ages is definitely a demanding show, both physically, vocally, not really mentally. I mean, it's there's not really a whole lot of depth there, but if you're in a shitty mood, should I not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you're in a shitty mood and you've got to go out there and be kind of happy-go-lucky, that's kind of the opposite end of the spectrum, I guess, right? So. I don't talk a whole lot during the day because I gotta be wailing up there. But stretching, gotta stretch because you'll just tighten up. I learned that in my first 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I was just like, why am I so sore all the time? This is horrible. You have to stretch. That's what I kind of had to learn. But yeah, just kind of take it easy on the talking, and about an hour and a half before the show, I just kind of start vocalizing and running some scales and stuff like that, and that gets me into it. And
on that same token, how do you unwind after the show? What gets you down, because it is such a high energy show?
Beer.
Yeah.
Have a drink after the show. No, Tuesday nights we do something called shot night, and I guess that's kind of an unwinding for the whole week. So we all look forward to that. But the train ride home really helps, actually. Something about getting done with the show and taking a 20-minute train ride up to Queens that just relaxes you. I don't know why, but it does.
And now, what advice would you give to people who are just starting out in the business to get themselves either to your level, the next level, a higher level than that, or where what do they need to do in order to stay disciplined and focused?
I would say just the biggest piece of advice I could give is to stay disciplined and focused, because it is all just a big. It's all right place, right time, luck, and being able to seize that moment when it comes to you. Being able to recognize that things are in front of you, and you can get them if you really want to, and you can try. And I mean, you can as long as you. I'm not saying this right. Oh God, what am I trying to say here? Don't take anything too personally. It's not you. You know what I mean? It's all about being in the right place at the right time. My journey here has been ridiculous, and it shouldn't have happened this way. You know what I mean? Of course I've worked very hard and I've put a lot of time and effort in, but there are thousands of actors who are just as good or better than I am that deserve this. They've been working for a longer period of time towards this, and just right place, right time.
And obviously attitude has a lot to do with it.
Right attitude.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't know you. We've just met 5 minutes ago, but you seem very upbeat, you seem very friendly, you seem very down to earth.
Yeah.
So does that help, being positive and being a positive vibe out there?
I think people want to work with people who they know are going to be easy to get along with, and who are going to have fun, have a good time, and not take things too seriously. And when the chips are down and things are getting a little rough, they're going to have a positive attitude, and I think they look for that. You know what I mean? If you walk into an audition and you screw it up real bad, you crack on a note, or you forget your lines or something like that, and you kind of freak out about it, they're probably going to be a little hesitant about wanting to work with that kind of a person. But if you just kind of go, oh, you know what? That was horrible. Let me try that again. Just the right attitude. Yeah, positive attitude. Positive thinking. Putting those vibes out there is definitely a key.
Cool. Thank you so much. And if anybody wants to come see Justin Matthew raise the roof off the Helen Hayes Theater, they play 8 nights a week.
That's right.
And maybe he'll dance like that too.
I won't though.
No,
it'll be much worse.
Not even if you ask him nicely.
Well.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Thank you so much for taking time to do this.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.